I've always commended him on doing a great job in IT. And one of the things that he stated was having the information this morning concerning the contract a year and a half ago, and he didn't have the information. So I just want to make that statement, just to clarify that on Mr. Thompson. I just want to thank him for giving the information to me this morning on the issues that we discussed on item number 42. I just want to share with Councilmember Christie as well as Councilmember Brown join them on Friday for the Thanksgiving Day Parade, as well as I joined the mayor on Friday night for the zoo lights. Many of you know this is the first time the Houston Zoo has had a zoo light with Christmas lights in the Houston Zoo. So those of you who don't have anything to do at night with your kids, please visit the Houston Zoo from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. and see a beautiful, beautiful display. Many of you probably have seen in the news this past couple of weeks, we've had 2 fires in the district, which resulted in 2 deaths of 2 seniors in District D. So I just want to, my staff and the Houston Fire Department are out this morning passing out smoke detectors in those particular areas. So I just want to ask everyone to please, if you do not have a smoke detector, please contact the Houston Fire Department, and they'll be more than happy to provide you with one. On this coming Thursday, the Houston Mounted Patrol Adopt a Horse program will have their annual event at Market Square at 301 Milam. And I want to thank Councilmember Davis. I found out that you have a horse that you adopted named District B in Mounted Patrol. So congratulations, you have a beautiful horse in Mounted. So those of you who want to join Councilmember Davis in adopting a horse, please feel free to do so. We can name it District C, District K, District at large.
Number 2.
Number 2. We can even call one Map for Mayor Anise Parker. So Mounted Patrol will be more than happy to receive those particular supports. And thank you, Councilmember Davis, for leading the way on this particular issue, and they're greatly, greatly appreciative for your contribution. Mayor, I just want to follow up on a letter that my office sent, and thank you for your staff for just replying. On July 25th, I sent you a letter in reference to payday lending, and we talked about what we're going to do to set policies and regulations on payday lending. And just so happened on yesterday, there was an article in the Houston Chronicle that said, time to put payday lenders in check, lawmakers suggest. So Senator Whitmire, along with another state representative from San Antonio, Letitia Van de Putte, they're actually looking at policies and legislation to look at payday lending companies because there's a 500% interest on loans. A person can get a loan from a payday company for $1,200. Well, by the time they're finished paying for the loan, they would have paid almost $3,000 to $5,000 on that $1,200 loan. And so what the lawmakers are thinking about doing is looking at a way of capping the interest rates like they've done in Austin and in San Antonio, I think. And so I'm just asking us to really look at ways to set the policies on these payday lending companies. And so I will continue to ask your support, but your office has been responsive and looking at ways, but I think we were waiting on the outcome from, I think, the Austin outcome. It was San Antonio and Austin. They passed ordinance to allow short-term lenders to continue to operate, but they capped the loan renewals. So I'm asking us to look at ways of capping until the state come up with certain type of policies and regulations to cap these payday lenders. Just to let my colleagues know how much money they actually put into the state of Texas with payday lenders. There are 3,300 lenders that pump an estimate $800 million into Texas economy by funding these desperate debtors, as they say in the Houston Chronicle. So I'm asking us to really, as policymakers on City Council, to really look at this because you see payday lending companies are popping up everywhere. And so how many of you want to pay a 500% interest on a credit card? So do we think this is fair for our consumers to be able to have this such a debt? So I'm asking this administration to look at ways that we can cap payday lenders, and we need to follow San Antonio as well as Austin and looking at ways of capping the payday lenders in the city of Houston. And also just remind everyone on Saturday is World AIDS Day, so come out and observe World AIDS Day on this coming Saturday. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilmember, if I may have a moment of your time, I have a draft payday lending ordinance ready to the council. It is a little bit different than Dallas, San Antonio, and Austin. We are in discussions about whether each city should pass the same ordinance, or each should pass what we think is the best ordinance. And my belief is we should each pass the best ordinance. The other cities have passed the same ordinance, but we are in discussion, and now it will go forward in the next legislative session. The other cities are in litigation, their ordinances have not been enforced. We think we craft one that might thread the needle, but we don't want to in any way undercut the statewide effort, but it's clearly on our agenda, and I'm happy to share the ordinance we have with council when we're ready to schedule a meeting. Thank you.